guys, my name's Ashley. I'm doing some live editing today. I want to show you what I do, what my process is, and how I get different editing styles. I have purchased a lot of presets in the past, and I want to show you some presets today. I think I'm going to use the ones that I made and just kind of show you how I use them and how I edit with them. So as you can see, I have a ton of presets over here. Right now I'm using the Good Light presets. I really love these presets. I think they're really beautiful. I also have the Kristen Marie Parker ones. I have, or I guess profiles. I know profiles presets, but anyway, I want to show you the preset that I made a little while ago. And I'm just going to kind of do some live editing with you. So let me see if I could find it here. I need to really clean up this side because there's just a crazy amount of like random presets that I've saved and just never touched again. So anyway, this is my preset and it's really, really pretty. I absolutely love it. I have not found a photo that it doesn't work on. Like it truly, for me, it truly is just like a one-click preset. Sometimes I have to bring down the whites a little bit or the highlights. I also will come down here, move the highlights and lights down here too. But this one looks really pretty. I'm actually going to raise the exposure just a little bit. Yeah, that's super pretty. Before, after, before, after. And then I'm going to sync these because they're in the same location. They have like the same lighting. So I'm going to show you how those turned out. I loved this wall too at this hotel that they were getting ready at. So pretty. I thought it was just like so amazing. Also, I second shot this wedding with one of my really good friends here in Sacramento. Her name is heyhails on Instagram. Go follow her if you don't already. But anyway, these are so pretty. Love how that turned out. Okay. I'm going to show you with a different scene now. So this is my preset again. Let's see, I'm going to move the temp over a little more green and then warm it up a bit. And this is already looking really, really pretty to me. I might go a little bit more green. Yeah, I love that. I'm gonna bring down the highlights and the whites just a little bit, and then up the shadows and up the exposure a little bit more. I love that. I think that is so pretty. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. Before, after, before, after. And my preset already has the profile corrections, because that is something that I like to add to all my photos too. Or correct on all my photos too. So yeah, that's really pretty. I'm gonna sync these again because same lighting. Let's see here, sync. Okay. And then I'm gonna go over to the next one. Okay, so this one's edited. This one is a little bit bright. So I'm gonna bring that back down just kind of to the original. That is so pretty. I love the look of that so much. His face is a little orange, so I'm gonna fix that with the point color mixer. So I'm just gonna pick the spot that I wanna tone down and then bring the saturation down on it a little bit. And then, beautiful. I love how that looks. Oh my gosh, sorry, I look so terrible right now. So pretty. I'm gonna warm it up just a little bit and then maybe even bump up the exposure a little bit more and then bring down the whites and highlights even more if I can. Yeah, that looks so beautiful to me. I love that. Okay, I'm gonna sync the next few to that. That is so pretty. Okay, love that. And then this is the next one synced from the previous photo. I think it looks amazing. I'm gonna go to this one So pretty. I love that. I might warm it up just a little bit. Yeah, a little bit more. Okay. I'm gonna sync those to that warmth. That's just so pretty. I love how these turned out. So pretty. Also, I am a big fan of that like tilted horizon. If you know, you know, it's kind of a trend right now. I like it. I could easily kind of just fix these and make them so they're not tilted. This one I already did a little bit, it looks like. Yeah, that looks pretty. So I am a fan of like, I'll include some a little bit off. If that's how I shot it, I'll just include it like that. And I am intentional about the way that I shoot. Like I did this on purpose because I'm second shooting. So I kind of want to add a little variety for the main photographer, especially during portraits, because normally they don't need a whole lot of extra portraits. They just need the ones that they shot. So if I'm going to shoot any portraits, I'm going to do them a little bit differently, different angles, different, you know, I make the horizon tilted a little bit, a little more creative and see if they use it. But yeah, that one looks so pretty. This one is beautiful too. It's a little magenta, so I'm going to bring it more green before, after. I'm going to bring down the warmth too. Sometimes I like my images to be a little more cool or on the more cool side. That looks good to me. I like that. So I'm going to sync these three because they're in the exact same spot. Okay, these are so pretty. I love how these are turning out. Love that. This one is super cute too. See how they're all kind of tilted, and I did that on purpose. I would not normally do this for all these photos, like at one of my weddings. But like I said, I was second shooting and just kind of trying to get more creative with the angles and stuff. I'm gonna bring it a little bit more magenta. And maybe warm it up a little bit more. I brought it back down. Okay, cute. Love that. This one is really, really bright. So I'm going to bring down the, I love the shot too. Bring down the exposure and the whites and highlights even more. Maybe the exposure even more. Yeah, I like that. And then more green. And then warm it up just a little bit. Before, after, before, after. And then I'm gonna sync the next one because it is the same photo basically. A little bit different. I actually like this second one better because he's kind of holding his jacket. Love that. Okay, so pretty. This is from the ceremony. And I don't think that I synced these, so I'm gonna click on my preset. It's very minimal with the colors, very filmy. And then I'm going to warm this up. It's already looking really pretty to me. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go a little more green. Bump up the exposure just a little bit, but bring down the shadows and highlights down a little bit. I'm also going to bring down the highlights on here too, and the lights just a little bit. And then probably bring down the shadows a little bit more, bump up that exposure. Just kind of playing around with it, seeing what I like best. Maybe warm it up just a tad. Bring down those whites even more. Then maybe even bump up the contrast a little bit. I like that. I'm gonna bump up the clarity too. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm really liking this. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it like that. So before, after, I might bring down the warmth just a tad. Yeah, love that. Okay, I'm gonna keep it there and then I'm gonna sync these. And this venue was so beautiful. I honestly would like to do like some of my own family photos here because it was just so pretty. You kind of just can't go wrong anywhere you shoot. It's really pretty. Okay, so for this one, I'm also going to make that go away so you can see the picture a little bit better. I'm gonna bump up the exposure and raise the temp a little bit. Okay, I love how that looks. That's so pretty. Very filmy. Love this shot too. Exposure, I'm gonna bump up a little bit and bring down the whites a tad. And then warm it up. So pretty. Oh my God, that's obnoxious. This one of the groomsmen, I like this. I'm gonna bring the blacks down a lot just for their suits to make it a little darker. This one, okay, I need to warm it up a little bit. This is also a really pretty shot too though. Bring the blacks down, or shadows, sorry. And then bump up the exposure and bring the whites down a little bit. And then maybe move it a little more magenta. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I like that a lot. So before, after. I think that looks so pretty. Okay, super cute laughing shot. I forget what they did at this. They like stomped something. It was like maybe a Jewish tradition. I forget. Anyway, warm this up. And then I'll probably just leave it at that because that's really cute. Okay, I'm leaving it there. I'm gonna sync these two because these are all basically the same photos. Cute. Okay, love these. I would probably straighten this one out. I love that one. It's a little cool, but I kind of like it like that. Okay, I'm gonna sync the rest just to get the preset on them. And then I'll kind of adjust as needed and see how these ones look. Okay, that's super pretty. I'm gonna warm it up. I love this lighting. It's really, really pretty. I'm gonna bring the shadows down, maybe even the blacks down more too, just to make it a little more dramatic. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna sync that. Cute. Love those. Oh, this is so pretty too. The colors look so good. Love this look too. I'm gonna pump down the exposure a little bit. I know it's a little bit overexposed, but I kind of like that look. It's a little bit filmy to me. I don't know, I really like it. So I'm gonna leave it. I'd probably make this one a black and white, but I don't have a black and white preset just yet, so I'm gonna leave that. This is a shot from inside the venue where the reception was being held. Let's see here. I'm gonna bring down the warmth and down the exposure just a little bit. Before, after, before, after. I think that's super pretty. I'm gonna leave it there. And then these were taken at the reception without flash. So it kind of gives that like candlelit dinner, very like grainy vibes. And I really like that. So I'm gonna show you how I would edit this. Obviously this is so warm. So I'm gonna bring down the temp a lot. Okay, that's already helping a lot. And then I'm going to up the exposure a little bit and see how it's grainy, but it just like, it just gives the feel that you're there. Like this is how it's supposed to look. This is how it looked in person, you know? I'm gonna leave it at that. Green, pink, no, I'm gonna leave it in the middle. Okay, and then I'm gonna sync this last one that was also taken at the same place, at the same time. So it's also very orange, which I toned that down by syncing them. Bring up the exposure a little bit more. And bring down the temp a little bit more. And I love this. I love that like grainy, really pretty vibe. Before, after, before, after. Okay, and that's how I would edit those. I think they turned out so pretty. I really love my preset, and I use it for a lot of my work. Because I have so many, I use a lot of film looking presets, whatever just kind of works best for the wedding or the session. But they're all very similar, very filmy, and true to color. So if you like that, this preset is really great, and it's on sale. It's $50 right now, but that price will be going up moving into the next year. So if you have any questions, let me know.